This locker room has been home to championship teams. The building blocks of victory have been formed in this weight room. This field has seen epic games. And our dealership, Dublin Chevrolet, has a great lineup and the winning team. For all your big games, Dublin Chevrolet is your tailgating headquarters. I can save you up to $10,000 off Silverados. Dublin Chevrolet is the only dealer you will ever need.
I'm going to talk to you just a minute about two experiences with Healthy Start. Healthy Start, just as a background, is a locally planned and implemented infant mortality reduction project. So that's their primary goal. It is a partnership between the 10 County South Central Health District and the Heart of Georgia Healthy Start Coalition. They have a variety of services that are available to parents and young children. They have parent-to-parent support groups. They have a breast pump loan program. They provide breastfeeding counseling and classes. They do childbirth education. They do care by registered nurse for pregnant women and expectant mothers. They do follow-up care for infants through the age of 2. And they do a SIDS risk reduction education. So they have a wide variety of services that they provide to our community. And I was just going to tell you a little bit this morning about my experience with Healthy Start. As a new mother for the first time, I was referred to Healthy Start by the lactation nurse at the hospital. And I had never even heard of Healthy Start. I'd driven by, I see the little banners hanging out on the lawn, but I had never even been in. I had no idea what they did. So I was a little surprised when they referred me there from the hospital. And I made contact with a lactation consultant there. At the time, it was Doris Donaldson. And she was wonderful. She was just such a good experience with her. She provided me with so much encouragement. I say that they provided me with tools, but I think the encouragement and the support side that they provided was so valuable to me, because as a new mother, it's very intimidating and it's very hard to make the decision to continue to try to nurse your baby. I was able to not only stop by for ask questions, but I could also stop in and weigh my baby, weigh Lillian, my tiny baby, to make sure she was growing like she needed to. As a nursing mother, sometimes it's hard to know if your child's getting the nourishment they need to thrive. And I was able to stop in and weigh her and know that she was growing and making progress, and the process was working well. This was something I could do outside of my regular pediatrician visits, just to give me peace of mind. I knew then that my baby was growing and was healthy, and the process was working well for both of us. I've often said that nursing both of my babies is one of both the hardest and most rewarding things I have ever done in my life. It is definitely a challenge if you've ever tried to nurse a baby and go and begin to work again and go through that process. It can be very intimidating, and try to balance all the responsibilities. But Healthy Start gave me the support I needed to make this happen, and I will be forever grateful to them. They helped me give my children the Healthy Start that I needed, and that to me is an invaluable contribution.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my name is, no, that's not right. All rise. The Honorable Judge Craig Frazier is now presiding. No, that's not right either. Hello, I come to present to you today my client. No, that's not right. Good morning. My name is Kessler Holder, and I'm coming to talk to you about my experience with teen court. Now, it's hard to say anything about teen court without starting with those three things, because teen court started for me in the 6th grade. I was a juror, I was a bailiff, I was a clerk, I was in observer that did nothing. I was also a teen attorney, okay? So a lot of you may not know exactly what teen court is. It is a restorative justice program, alrighty? Now with this program, a lot of people, they may say, well, you know, you all do mock trials. No, that's not what we do. Our cases are real. The kids train. They train with local attorneys, they train with local judges, and then they train with us. And each month, whenever a child goes through the Department of Juvenile Justice, if they commit a crime, a misdemeanor crime, and it's their first time, they can come to us. If they abide by the rules of our courtroom, they have 90 days to do so, their record is expunged. So whenever you see kids who turn 18, they have a record, they haven't gone through teen court. Because if they have, and they do the necessary, they take the necessary steps, they're able to get a job, it doesn't go in your college application, okay? And you have a new beginning. That's why we call ourselves the second chance courtroom. Now, I have 3 young men with me who, 10 years ago, that was me, sitting there watching Mr. Will Smith stand up here and speak about teen court. These are 3 of our attorneys. The same experience that I was able to have, it's wonderful to stand up here now as the executive director and give these same opportunities for these 3 young men. We do have a large representation throughout Lawrence County, but we're always looking for new youth. Now, I know I was supposed to stand up here and talk about my experience with teen court, but it's just so exciting to see what it is that we do each day with today's youth. Because one thing I've learned, it's not about me. It's not my courtroom. It's the courtroom of the youth. They get the cases, well actually I get the cases from the Department of Juvenile Justice, and then they look over them, okay? They meet with their clients. The defense prosecution, the defense attorneys, they present their cases, they build their cases for the defense. The prosecution, Mr. McLean right here, he's our bulldog, he goes, and he, tries to say, you knew what you were doing, you don't deserve a second chance, blah, blah, blah. Of course, he does the job of a prosecutor. And I wouldn't be able to stand in front of you today to speak if it had not been for teen court, because it built me up and I didn't even know it. I thought I just had to get up early on Saturday mornings to go to court. I didn't recognize, that I was practicing my public speaking skills. I can stand in front of a large room and speak and not, shake or be completely nervous. I was able to travel. My first flight without my parents was with teen court. I was able to serve on the national board with other youth across the country. We flew to each state. I was able to meet the anti-drug campaign and the truth campaigns from way back in the day. We were able to meet the kids at the time, who came up with those campaigns and got them on television. We were working with them. And, we were able to say, we're from Dublin, Georgia. And people are like, Dublin, Ireland? No, let me tell you about Dublin, Georgia. The teen court program is the first real teen court program in the state of Georgia from Dublin, Georgia. We have a big program in Athens. Only 4 are recognized in Georgia. People may have mock trial groups. They may have other youth courts, but only 4 are recognized nationally or globally. And Dublin, Georgia is a part of that 4. We just came back from Cape Cod for a work trip. Now, who can say they went to Cape Cod for a week for a work trip? But it was amazing to see all of the other teen courts from around the world come and meet, and to sit there and do what you love to do. I don't feel like I go to work every day. Whenever I was 6th through 12th grade and I was in teen court, I never imagined to come back to Dublin and to head teen court. Never thought about it, But if you love something, it's kind of hard to say no. And I'm not married, I don't have any kids, but I have over 100 kids through teen court. They can call me, they can text me, I call them, I text them, and it's amazing to see their growth. Teen court started back in 1997 because of Miss Julie Drigger, Miss Councilwoman Julie Drigger. She went to Texas and saw a piece of it and wanted to bring it back. It stopped in 2007. We brought it back in December of 2014. From December of 2014 until our very last case that we just did last month, the growth of the youth, our adult volunteers, they were just amazed. It's easy to say all of the negative things that people are doing or that our youth are doing in Lawrence County, but there's a larger number of good that's going on. And I'm glad to be a part of it. It's great to see these youth be a part of it. And if you want any more answers about teen court, come find me. I'll be glad to tell you.
At Echo, we believe it's time to get serious about your outdoor power equipment. It's time to trade up to Echo. Echo has been a leading innovator and manufacturer of outdoor power equipment in North America for over 40 years. And while a lot has changed over the years, one thing hasn't. Echo still makes only professional-grade outdoor power equipment. And we make it at a price you can afford. Echo equipment features an industry-leading 5-year consumer warranty. Get serious about your outdoor power equipment. Now is the time to trade up to Echo.